through that last holiday, aren't we? I'm sure maybe your belt buckles are starting to tighten again, hopefully a little bit. But we were able to gather, hopefully with friends and family, get a great meal, but now it's on, isn't it? Black Friday's upon us. I'm sure you were out just elbowing people left and right, trying to get the perfect gift. And then now, here it comes, right? Kids are starting to perspire, wipe their brows. They got their list. They're just throwing them all down. What do I want? What can I put down so that not only mom and dad know, but Santa? And then kids, though, they start to maybe wipe their brow. Maybe boys and girls, you're doing this in a different way. You're like, was Santa paying attention when I shoved my little baby brother? Did Santa see when I broke that priceless heirloom that mom and dad had said had been in our family for generations? Did Santa see that? Because I want to be on that list. You know the one, the nice list. And if you saw some of those things, maybe, just maybe we're on the other one. Yeah, the list that shall not be named. The naughty list. And so I wonder, as we're gearing up for Christmas, boys and girls, you start to think that because I was driving around with my little girl after Thanksgiving, and we were going to the store, and Christmas music was on, and I had it on the radio, and Savea was in the back, and she was singing away at the top of her lungs, and it was Santa Claus is coming to town. And so she's just belting it out, and I'm singing with her, and we were all at once, she just stops. She goes, Daddy, stop singing. And I'm like, what's up, honey? And she said, Daddy, is it true? I mean, it says he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows if you've been bad or good. Daddy, what does that mean? Does that mean if I'm not good, I won't get a present? And I said, yes. Okay, I did not say that at all. No, I didn't say that at all. I said, well, what do you think, honey? And she said, well, it sounds like if I'm nice, then he's going to give me presents. I said, well, maybe that's how it works. I said, but honey, what about God? Now, do you have to be, is that the same way that God works? Will God give you something if you're nice and not if you're naughty? And she said, Daddy, God gives us everything. He already gave it. And she cackled like it was the best joke in the world. And I thought right there, I was like, God, thank you. Thank you for the reminder about what you're about. Something much different than maybe some of the songs are teaching us as we gear up, as we place our hope in the one who does give us everything. So tonight, though, I wonder if maybe, just maybe in your faith life, just like boys and girls thinking about Santa and Christmas, no matter what your age is, if maybe you are wondering, am I on the naughty list with God? And hoping and praying you're not, but you're on the other list, the nice list. Because try as we might, I know Pastor Mary and I can preach this every single week. We have this mentality that, it's got to be like everything else. We do a job, we do something, and if we do it really well, we're going to get paid. And if we do it well, hopefully we'll get a promotion and maybe advance or do other things that are going to be great. And if we share our love with someone, we do it all the right ways, maybe they'll reward us with love. And that's the way it's got to work. That's the way it works with Santa. That's the way it's got to work with God. Right? I got to be honest. There's too many times that I've been with someone and it's been their last moments. And I say, how are things? How are you with God? Do you have anything that's on your heart right now? You know, almost to a person, the people that have been the most faith-filled, the people that I've looked up to and respected, the people I know love God, and I know God loves them. The question comes up every single time almost. They say it like this. I hope I've been good enough. I hope that it's been enough. And that just hurts. It crushes me to be right next to them. So when I hear that, they're saying it, I hope I'm on the nice list. And where's God in that? I wonder for you? Are you feeling that way today? Things maybe in your life haven't gone the way you hoped for, and maybe it's also been things you have not just done against other people, but maybe even against God. And you're wondering, we're gearing up for Christmas, but with God, in the deepest things I don't want to mention to anyone or confess, but God knows. Does that mean I'm not going to be with Him forever? You know, over the last few weeks, we've been in this teaching series. It's how to be rich. It's not how to get rich, right? Because we know you can't pray hard enough. You can't come enough to church on Sunday mornings or Wednesday nights. You can't give enough money. That's not what it's about. That's not what's going to happen. Then if you do all that, then God's going to reward you. So if you pray really hard, then God's going to give you power and prestige and money. Is that how it works? Obviously not. It's not like if you say, okay, Jesus is my Lord and Savior all at once. I love to say this. All at once the air's sweeter and the sunshine is brighter and butterflies, kind of twirl around you and the birds sing like a Disney movie. That's not how life is it? But I wonder if we ponder this, that sometimes life doesn't go in the way we hope for, and yet we do believe in Jesus, and why isn't He rewarding us like everything else seems to be in life? And then we look around us and we read the news and we see things across our news feed on our phones, and this is showing that the world doesn't work that way, that people and lives are getting crushed and people are suffering and hurting and terrorists are coming and doing crazy things in the world. And not only that, refugees are coming, and it causes us anxiety and fear. And is that going to impact our lives? And what's that going to do? Because maybe they don't have the same faith as us. And all at once the world starts to be careening out of control. Where's God in the middle of that? I wonder tonight if we can come back to God and hear the promise that He has for us. So we know He came 2,000 years ago. That's what His Word tells us. But now we hear Jesus talking about something that's coming and something that seems crazy, and it does seem like it's going to be out of control, just like our news is telling us today. He says, when you start to see these signs, then you're going to know that my day is coming. You're going to see it in the stars and the sky, and you're going to see it in the news, and it's going to tell you that, guess what, something's rumbling, and I'm going to be coming back. He says, as soon as you start to have the anxiety and fear, as you start to read the news and see that, and life isn't going exactly how you hoped for, the signs are going to tell you that the day of the Lord is coming. And who is coming with it? The Son of Man. And so in this, I wonder, as we painted a picture of our faith of God as some kind of Santa, and I think if we do that, mostly we picture of Him as like an angry Santa. The one that says, you are on the naughty list, and I'm coming back. But I wonder, is that what Jesus is saying here? Because as He describes that day, He says, yes, it will be dark, and it sounds like it's going to be out of control. And yet, it's not an angry Santa that's coming. It's not a stranger that's coming to judge us. It's our Lord and Savior, the one who brought the kingdom of heaven to us 2,000 years ago, the one who died on a cross for you and for me. Now, did we earn it? Did we do something? Even because He died 2,000 years ago for us. So that means, wait, does that system of the naughty or nice list work today? Well, here's the news, and it's going to be a hard one for you to actually digest. Are you on the naughty or nice list? Here's my answer. You're on the naughty list. You are. You're human. You, like me and everyone else that has breathed on this planet, has messed up. We have all fallen short of God's glory. It started from the very beginning with Adam and Eve, and it's carried through to even today in the precious newborns that are being born maybe at this moment. We fail, we screw up, and yep, we're on the naughty list. And in fact, the book of Revelation describes this. It talks at the end of time. The gospel writer John, this is one of the 12, he writes about this vision he has of God and of heaven, and he says there are two lists, actually. Did you know this? There is a naughty list, actually, in heaven. It's called the Book of Deeds. And on this naughty list, it describes every single thing that we have done. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And whose names are on that list? Mine is. Yours is. We're on there. So when people say in their very last moments, I hope I was good enough. You know what my answer is? You weren't. It tells us that in Revelation, actually. But then the gospel writer of John and the writer of Revelation also says that there is another list. There's another book that's in heaven, and this one is so incredible, it's so amazing, and he sees it, that it's there. It's the book of life. And he knows that any name that's on there actually is going to claim life forever. And John sees it, and his first reaction is this. He bawls. He can't control himself. He just weeps, sobbing, because he knows there's no one on heaven and earth, there's no one that's ever breathed that can actually do to earn this life. And so he just breaks down. Maybe you're there right now. You're like, man, I know I don't have my life together. This is not what I hoped for. There are things I've done that's still in my heart, even years ago. John describes that all at once he hears someone is coming, the one who actually can open this book and will open this book. And who is it? Jesus Christ. That's who it is. The only one who is good enough, and the one who died on that cross because he knows you and I couldn't do it on our own. So today, I want you to know we're on the naughty list. We are. We earned that. But our names are also in the book of life. God's cleaned you. God loves you. Whether you're 95 or whether you're 5, God died for you. And so today, this first season of this first week of Advent, we lit that hope candle. So I pray that we can have hope together. That today our lives we can start to understand, no matter what's in our bank account, no matter how our lives have been turning in our actions and inactions, that we're rich in ways we can never imagine. And here's how you're rich. You're rich in God's forgiveness. God forgives you for anything you've done, anything and everything. God loves you unconditionally for no matter what you have done, you are doing, you will do. God is with you tonight. That's the hope we share right now. So as we come to Christmas, I pray that we can start to actually share that with God and with others. That we can be rich and say, God, you're going to be first in my life. And we're not doing it to earn it. We're not ever going to earn to get on the nice list. It's not what it's about. Why we do that is so that others can know who God is. That through our words and our lives, through our actions, that people are going to say, boy, this God loves you. Yeah, maybe that God could love me too. And that's why we do it tonight. To be rich. Be rich in God's love. Be rich in God's life. To be rich in God's forgiveness.